Hi, I'm Andrew from headphone.com. Today we're going to look at the AudioQuest NightOwl Carbons. And these are some headphones that were originally $699 and have recently dropped down to $399. So we thought that that would warrant an unboxing and impressions video. The NightOwl Carbons are the cilantro of the headphone world, where you've got on one side a group who are completely evangelistic about these things, and they love them so much that they write heartfelt letters of appreciation to the designer about how these headphones changed their lives. And then on the other side, you've got a group of people who say it's the worst headphone experience they have ever had. So first, we're going to take a look at what comes in this package. Okay, before I even talk about what comes in the package, we need to talk about the package itself. Huge real leather case on a $399 headphone. And I have to say, this thing feels really sturdy and durable. Right away, I'm greeted by a kind of cheesy looking pamphlet, and there's a paragraph here about how I should not be too critical of the headphones until I've burned them in for 150 hours. But I think it's also a really clever way for these guys to get you to not evaluate the headphones too harshly until the return window is over. After that, there is, if you can see it, there's a little, pull that out, I can feel there's cables in there. And let me show you the cable. We've got a really nice solid looking cable. It's got the 3.5mm to 1/4" adapter on it, and it looks like polished silver plated connectors, which is also a nice bonus for a $399 pair of headphones. The first thing I'm seeing on the cable is that it has a built-in microphone, and it has play, pause controls, maybe no volume controls on here. And then you've got a big bag, and this is big enough to put your headphones in. So if you don't want to wield your mighty case around with you, if it's a little too big, and you just want to throw your night owls in your briefcase, I think this is a good little bag to make sure that they don't get scratched up in transport. So I've just got a stack of stuff over here. Let's see if there's anything else in the case. And what's in here? So we've got the warranty statement. And if I open these up, there's just some marketing materials about your headphones in many different languages. There are 2 cloths in here. I don't know why we would need 2 cloths for our headphones. I've never gotten a headphone that came with 2 different polishing cloths. If we open that up, there's cloth number 1. There's a separate bag for each cloth. Okay, so this is dark cloth. You'd think that this ultra soft carrying case would be fine for polishing a headphone with, but apparently no, they needed to include 2. So here they are. So use the silver cloth for polishing the silver plugs only. So you're not allowed to use this anywhere else. And then this one is for cleaning all surfaces except, they've got AudioQuest branded on each one. So this one's also branded. It's shocking though, like it's shocking to get that many extra little things that they've thought of. They didn't need to include a polishing cloth. They didn't need to include this little case. They didn't really need to include the 1/4" adapter. And I can tell right away that this is a really nice 1/4" adapter. I think, knowing AudioQuest, I could be Taryn, what does an AudioQuest 1/4" adapter cost to buy on its own from Audio? It's like $25, $27. Something like that. So they just threw in a really good 1/4" adapter, which is great if you're using something like this, which we're going to be using later on. This is SPL Phonitor X, and we'll be using the 1/4" adapter there. It's time to actually take a closer look at these headphones. Wow! These are honestly the most comfortable headphones I've ever put on my head. I wish more headphones were designed like this. You'll notice there's a little gimbal here on the ear cup that attaches the ear cup to the headband, and it just has perfect elasticity and give to it. So this is the protein band that slides up. My brother's giving me a gesture like he really wants me to go like this. Is that what you wanted? They're flexible enough that it would be hard to do damage to these things from flexing them. What interests me the most is the way that they've got all the tensions on this figured out so that they fit really securely on my head without feeling like they're putting any unnecessary pressure on the side of my head. That's the least amount of pressure I've ever felt with an over-ear headphone. The design of these headphones and the build quality of these headphones are incredible. So well done, AudioQuest. I think if anyone has a problem with these headphones, it's probably not because of the headband design or the ear pressure or the case they come in. So we're gonna have to take a listen to these next and figure out what these things sound like. Now we're going to try the AudioQuest NightOwls through the MacBook with Spotify and a Dragonfly Red, which is made by AudioQuest. And if you're interested in the Dragonfly Red, I highly recommend it, and we'll have a link to it down in the description. Whew. For those of you that like a bit of a warmer sound, a little heavier on the bass, but still with a lot of detail in the mid-range, I'd say you're probably going to like these. If you are someone who is really analytical and wants to hear every single nuance in a track as the engineer intended it, this is probably not for you. And they're not super bassy, so if you're like a bass head and you really want to feel the rumble, you're not really going to get that either. You're getting a really enjoyable sound if you just want to sit back and relax and listen to some music. I listen to a few electronic tracks. They really perform well with that music. Can see why diehard headphone enthusiasts who believe that, you know, straight flat curve is the target of all headphones, anything that deviates from that is blasphemy. I can see why they don't like these. But anyways, that was only through a MacBook and a Dragonfly, so we're talking a $250 little headphone amp, and I felt like they were definitely worth the money and a little more. AudioQuest was kind enough to include their really nice 1/4-inch adapter. So on top we've got the SPL Director, and maybe Taryn can help me with the price.
$34.99.
Jesus, $34.99, and then
US dollars,
yes. So up here's the DAC. This is the amp, and this one retails for $24.99 without the DAC. I should mention too that this is totally overkill. These have, I think, 25 or 15 ohms of impedance. They're pretty efficient and easy to drive. So this is totally unnecessary and totally overkill, but we're gonna see what these sound like through a crazy stack. Holy crap! Those sound incredible through the SPL. These headphones, these ear cups are special and different, and I've never seen anything like them in a headphone before. And there's a reason they're different. AudioQuest calls this liquid wood, but they're able to liquid inject and then mold into the shape that they want. And so they were able to get something that more closely resembled the biology of the human ear. AudioQuest says that the material is a lot better for acoustics and has better acoustic properties than something that's either all wood or all plastic. After spending some time with these, what do I think of them? If you're an analytical listener and you're looking for something that's analytical and has a flat frequency response curve, this probably isn't going to be your headphone. But if you are someone who listens to a lot of electronic music, or someone who just likes a little warmer without overwhelming bass that doesn't create any listening fatigue, it still has a lot of detail in the sense that there's really good reproduction of sound, and that are the most comfortable headphones on the market today, then these are for you.